So, this is my thoughts and opinions on the part two of the Nene Leakes and Carlos King interview. I urge you to go watch it. It was very real and raw. Part two was much more emotional. So brace yourselves. You will be getting teary-eyed. Tears will probably be falling down your faces as mine did, because I was very teary-eyed as to watch how they've discussed all of the missed opportunities that should have been. Nene Leakes was the anchor. And that's what they talk about. She was an anchor to the show. The girls looked up to her. The girls looked to, almost this, I interpret it as a maternal figure, a sisterly, a big sis figure that kind of led them. Because, they are trying to put Sheree in this role, but it's just not landing. They're trying to substitute people like Portia, Phaedra, Nene, who else? Cynthia, with people like Courtney and Sonia. Those are individuals that do not have anything with this going on with this constellation of women, and it shows. And that's what they talked about, because the OGs have to rely on a friend of the show that has been a friend of for 10 plus years, i.e. Marlo, to give entertainment. Well, it's being given a deserved peach, in my opinion. But Nene and Carlos talked about how tragic this is for the official friend of to step in and hold some, not everything, but some of it down. How can you, as a showrunner and producer, not give Kenya and Candy and potentially others the good material to work with? Because Nene and Carlos have mentioned that they are not really clocking into work anymore. They're just there to collect their checks. As they should. I'm not one to block anyone's blessing, but how can you go to work if you are not interested in what your colleagues have to say, especially in reality TV? It's just fact. And that's what they also had mentioned. It's crazy to me how this interview gave so much perspective on things that were also talked about already all over the internet, but it really did open my eyes on how Bravo and the producers do hold on to grudges, on how it's truly insanity how a black woman that does no more than her white colleagues does, get blacklisted in the whole industry for basically doing just the same things as her white colleagues. That, to me, is so crazy. There should have been opportunity after opportunity, because Nene Leakes is the reality TV star that built Bravo, that built Andy, and she does talk about it. She does give herself credit, because we need to give credit where credit is due. She talked about communication. There was always communication, face-to-face, phone call to phone call, email to email, directly, when Bravo was at its beginning stages and very personable and one-on-one with its stars or starlets. Now there is nothing as such anymore. It's a corporation that's gotten so big that it ignores this factor of personability, I think is the word. Do not nail me down on that. English is my third language. Please don't come for me. Um, so all in all, this interview gave very much that, and Carlos King said it and mentioned it. He knows that a 3-hour lunch, dinner, lunch, breakfast, brunch, whatever, is going to fix things. Nene also mentioned that all of these allegations that Nene's hard to work with, you can't have any conclusion with her, it's false. She's always been open to conversation, but she cannot really say the same about the other party in this sense, allegedly Bravo or Andy Cohen, which to me is again sad. And how are you going to offer the star of the show, the basement, basically the foundation of it all, how are you going to offer her 6 episodes for season 13? How many episodes did we have on season 13? I think they were about 22 episodes or 24. I would have at least given her, I don't know, 14, 16. I get that you want to save some money here or there, but why drastically start with Nene? Why tell her that she's unhappy? Why are you trying to gaslight the foundation of it all into slowly phasing her out of it all? That to me is cowardly, it's insensitive, and it's blocking someone's blessing. Definitely, most definitely. She also talked about Kim Zolciak, the mess of it all, how, again, the double standard there is that she never had to participate in any cast trips, and she had the blessing to be with her kids and take a break from the exhaustion that would be this 8, 9, 10-day trip, because all of the girls knew, okay, they are going to be set up for a discussion because they need to give some entertainment. And Kim Zolciak has always been excused from that due to her having kids and whatnot. And I can only imagine all the other excuses. What really stuck with me is the friendship that she had with Wendy. I think it's also very sad how Wendy kind of went in on her, and Nene really did not lie when she said you really need to have at least 2 friends that you don't go in on so they have your back and so that you have some type of, companionship in a friendship way. I really do hope that Nene gets to have a sit down with, first and foremost, Andy Bravo. They need to apologize. And if these people are too prideful, they really need to have a sit down. If Andy seems to be the problem with Atlanta, give Carlos King a call, give ultimatums, give some deadlines to be met, because I do not know how the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to survive. I do not know how, if not the comeback of some people, the show is going to survive again. We need to at least bring back some of the OGs. We need to clean out some people, i.e., for example, Courtney and Sonia. You just do not have the star factor. Robin, Dixon, and Jacqueline, Mia's friend, have more of a star factor than you two, both combined, each and every single one of the 2 women, and that's sad. So, let's get Atlanta back to being a top franchise. Let's get to work. Let's call up Portia. Let's call up Phaedra. Maybe bring in Eva, as a friend of, offer Candy to be a part-time housewife if she wants to stay, give her a limited amount of episodes since she is a very busy business woman. Let's keep Sheree and Marlo. Let's definitely see how the dynamics change if we bring back familiar faces. And also, yes, consider bringing back Nene. Let Nene have her moment on Roa. Let Nene hash it out with the women. Let Nene bring this topic onto the show. Let's be real and raw. We don't want to see Courtney trying to have a moment with Candy or Kenya. We don't care if Sonia and her brother-in-law are fighting. No. Bring back all of the women for next season. Just see who proves herself. See who clocks into work. See if friendships are going to be rekindled, and just judge by that, and you'll see how much longer the show can run its course. But you guys, again, I urge you to watch part 2 of the interview. It is a very nicely done interview. All credits go to Carlos King and Nene Leakes. And this is all my alleged opinion, by the way. Bravo, Andy, do not come for me. I am just standing and repeating facts that have already been mentioned on the World Wide Webs. But anyways, you guys, today the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City trailer is dropping, and I will definitely be reacting to that and posting my reaction on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your engagement on my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.